All right, we are live. It's uh, it's Friday tea time,
This is terrible.
and we are gazing, my friends, gazing upon Walden, a game, not the
Okay,
game. They're not even proud enough of it to say it's the Walden
I
game. It's
just want
just a
to
game.
point out. I just want to fucking point out. Okay, there were screens that came up before we got here that said the National Endowment for the Humanities gave these people money, and looking at this screen, they spent none of it on graphic design. This is terrible. I know that normally Sarah is the one who complains about graphic design, but even me looking at this is just like this is like something I would do to troll Sarah. That's what this is.
You know, um, I think that something you would do to troll me would actually be more fun.
It would. It would be less tasteful but more fun.
Yeah, that's. I mean, would it be less tasteful or would it just be more sparkly and bloody? This is this is
Octopus Gallery says I need to turn up my gain or something. You need to turn me up, Sarah.
I can't turn you up. I don't have the power. Hang
But
on. I
I
okay
mean, I
when I
can
when I go. Okay, I can turn you up a little bit. How about okay? Say something now.
testing, testing. Am I loud enough? How loud am I? Hello? Yes. Oh God,
Okay.
maybe I'm totally muted now.
No, it's
Um,
fine. How are we together? Everyone in chat.
we're a little quiet, but everyone could turn their own volume up. I'd just like to point that out.
I am louder than you still. Um, that's because my mic is more expensive. I'm afraid that's what's happened.
Yeah, I was much too lazy to actually get out my little lavalier mic.
Oh, I see. That's what's happened.
Conceivably, I could drag. Okay, so I'm apparently very very quiet. So give me 2 minutes, and I will run and fetch the little lavalier mic from where it lives. Sarah, entertain the people with how bad this graphic design is. Look at this font, Sarah. This is a terrible font.
Not only is it a terrible font, they've back highlighted it for some reason. Well, I say for some reason they've back highlighted it because when you make it that small, you can't read it on their crazy messy background images. So they've done it so that it shows up. And yet, yeah, yeah. Fait Accompli points out that they even had to do it around a game, but not around because see, Walden is large. All those big letters just are fine, um, fine and large, and you can see them. Um, but what it comes down to is there's no reason for these vertical stripes. Someone thought we could put every letter of Walden into a vertical stripe. Wouldn't that be cool? And then someone else said, but we have to have user interface. And they were like, nah, it's not important. And that's how this happened. Also, the fact that 3 of those bottom UI are one line, and then 2 have to be 2. It just, and then it's like look at how new game and load game, like they're not even. They should be like at the very least sort of up a little bit as if they're like centered with the others. It all makes me sad. Um, but while we're here, hello 33 people who are looking forward to us complaining about Thoreau. We're trying to balance the audio right now because we're using a Zoom call, which makes everything slightly more complicated. And because I have to go through an audio capture to bring the Zoom and the game audio in, and it's only one audio input for me. So I have to balance the audio separately and then balance it in the. It's a whole thing. So how's the game audio for everyone? Because that I have control over. I have I would like to point out another thing while we're here that already annoys me. The inputs to this game don't recognize the mouse. They're all keyboard inputs, so I did not use the mouse to get here. I used the arrow keys. It's like I'm trying to edit the settings on a very old television. And to do so, I have to push.
Last time I plugged the mic in, my sound quality actually went down. So we'll see if we can make this work.
Neat. So yeah, no mouse, Octopus Gallery, you are correct. There is no mouse input. The background music is quite majestic. Can everybody hear the background music? I feel like you need to...
Go to audio settings.
Oh, you're much... Yeah, you're much clearer now. At least for me.
Microphone. Testing. Is that any better?
All right. Told we can barely hear the music.
Hear me. Okay, good.
Hear both of us pretty... Basically, we just need to be the same volume. If we're both the same volume... okay, now music and people.
I can no longer hear Sarah because my system thinks I have a damn...
Meat. Background music is a bit loud now. Okay, how about this?
My system thinks I have headphones, so it's trying to output the mic, and does not offer me a way to split those.
Okay, music and people. Music is better. Everyone can hear the music. And to the people. Good. Good. Just gonna... I don't know what... There's apparently dialogue. You know what? I'm gonna turn that up because I feel like we deserve to hear that. But now the audio is gonna go away. For a second. Because... oh. Did I... No, that was just the loading screen. Okay, I just need to get back to the other screen. The audio will go away. I just need... I'm gonna turn myself down just slightly.
Okay, so I cannot plug in my lavalier mic because then it tries to use that as a speaker as well.
Well, that's fun.
Yes.
Okay, here's the compromise, friends.
Phone number 2.
So wait, are we back to the original mic? What is the plan?
Okay, well, we're trying microphone number 2, and option 3 is that I just shout.
Shouting is always bad with a microphone, but I can always turn myself way down, if that helps, and then everyone can turn everything up.
Okay, testing this.
So how are we doing?
Any feedback?
Because everyone's favorite stream. Hang on, we'll go back to the game, so you can have all of the everything.
Hey, I can hear Sarah now.
That's good. And possibly
and
necessary.
You can hear me.
So hey, how we doing? How's it going? Yeah, voices are closer in volume? Good, because as long as we match the volume of the two things, then you can turn it up and down as needed. And that should be fine. As long as you can balance your own volume accordingly. Excellent. Apparently you're still quiet. Okay, hang on. Let's I'll turn you up just a little bit. Turn me down just a little bit. Okay.
Right.
Good. Hopefully that's balanced. I know everyone's favorite streaming thing is live tech demos and problem solving.
Always exciting.
That's right.
Almost as exciting as this goddamn typeface.
A glimpse. God, this typeface. A glimpse behind the curtain of stream life. Audio checks. Hilariously, we audio checked beforehand, too. Okay.
Alright, we need a new game.
Oh, at least our live tech demos are fun. So, Walden, a game. I think credits exiled to the left because I guess no one will ever want to watch them. Anyway, I feel we've dissected the terribleness of this UI as much as it deserves.
I don't like it.
Because it's quantifiably bad. Oh, good. They've done a clever thing.
Here we go. Oh, and it's the
a little
pond.
A little bit janky. Ah, this is the bit that I got
because
to.
I wish to live deliberately.
Because we wish to
confront
fucking
only
live
the
deliberately.
essential facts of life.
to front only
And
the
not,
essential facts of life,
when I
which
came
did
to
not
die,
include doing our
discover
own
that I had
goddamn
not lived.
laundry or feeding ourselves. Now
I
did
wanted
it,
to
Dave?
live deep and suck out
Or
all the
cleaning our
marrow of
own
life.
150 square
To
foot
live
cabin.
so sturdily
I just
and
want to note that.
Spartan-like is to reduce it to its
To live
lowest
so
terms.
sturdily and Spartan-like.
And
There's a voice
if
actor,
it
though.
proved to be mean,
Everyone wanted a voice
to
actor.
get the whole and genuine
I can't
meanness
hear
of
the
it.
voice actor.
Or if it were sublime,
And
to know it by
that's probably good.
experience,
He'd probably just
and
make
to
me
give
angry.
a true account of it.
He sounds like a
And
lot
to
of
give it-
people I
and-
argued with in college, honestly.
He's not giving a true account here in the book or in this game that a bunch of Thoreau stands have made.
So I would
See,
just like to
that's
say how mad I
glittering-
am that they put that font over rippling water and rippled the font. Like, just so mad. Like, no one can read. Why? If you had someone saying it out loud anyway, why put the words there? Oh, and now I get to use the mouse.
Now you can use the mouse.
Okay. Oh boy.
And there's woods.
Sorry to everyone who's ever had any kind of nausea
Motion
related to
sickness
games.
problems. Yeah.
Let's quickly see if we can mitigate that a little bit. Slow the look speed down. Maybe that will helps a little. Helps a little. There's a little bluebird up there. That's nice. I mean, our cabin's not done.
Our cabin's
a lot
not.
of
We
work to
should
do.
probably do something about that.
Got some
he
daisies.
did build his own cabin. He built his own 150 square foot cabin.
Yeah, and when I was
he-
like a kid, I tried to build my own treehouse. So whatever.
Right. You know,
Oh,
he cut
good.
down. He cut down the trees and built his little 150 square foot cabin from them, and then proceeded to make his sister clean it for him.
Yeah. All right. So
150 fucking square feet, and the dude could not run a broom over that shit.
while we're here, let's do some bad archaeology.
When I wrote
That's a
the
rock.
following pages, or rather the bulk of them,
So we
I lived
centered
alone
that
in the
arrowhead.
woods, a
and
mile
did we
from
pick
any
it up?
neighbor,
Do we have an
in a
arrowhead
house
now?
which I had built myself,
Um,
on the
There's
shore
some
Shep
way
of
to
the
can't
look
Walden
at our
hear-
Pond
inventory.
Shep
in
can't hear what's
Concord,
happening,
Massachusetts,
but Thoreau is
and earned
reading
my
his own
living
bullshit
by the
to
labor
us.
of my hands only.
Oh, thank God I can't hear what's happening.
No, I know. Game, you told me this a second ago. Okay.
Oh, there's another arrow. And you can press and hold the right mouse button over anything, and
Oh, good.
presumably Dave will then bullshit to you about that.
Apparently, well, there's a bunny, a little bird.
Oh, and we got a pop-up of Thoreau's bullshit. Great. This game really wants to make us read Thoreau's bullshit.
On the bright side, just
When I
So
gonna.
first
is it
took
going to
up my
let us
abode in the
kill a
woods,
groundhog and
my
eat
house
it?
was
Because
not
that is
finished.
definitely a thing
It was a
which
pleasant
Dave
hillside
did.
where I worked, covered
Uh-oh.
with pine woods,
Apparently, whenever I
through
pick
which
up
I
an
looked out
arrowhead,
on the
Thoreau's gonna
pond.
talk to me.
and a small open field in the woods
I'm so
where
glad I'm
pines and
missing this.
hickories were springing up.
I mean, I could turn up the volume over on my phone, which has Twitch, and probably get it that way, but then I also hear Sarah repeated at like a 2-second lag, and it's kind of trippy.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a hammer and nail. Oh, look. Although our house is not finished, we've for some reason put like all of our stuff in it.
We've got our clothes and our razor.
Apparently,
and
we have a letter on our doorstep. A letter from Sophia. Who the fuck
he
is
had-
Sophia?
He had fucking parties
July
out there.
5th,
He was like
1845.
2 miles from town.
Dearest Henry,
People were coming by all
congratulations
the
on the
time.
start of your experiment. I hope that the work goes
So
well. and the
Sophia
ideas are
has a
fruitful.
voice actress as well.
Mr. Emerson says you are intent to devour yourself in our woods, but I hope that you will remember to take good care
No,
and
see,
keep yourself well.
Mr. Emerson
Never
knew that
worries.
Dave was intent
do
on
I.
devouring
Your
Mr.
loving
Emerson's
sister.
larder.
Sophia.
Oh, well, apparently my sister and mother worry
worries,
about me.
as do I. Okay, yeah.
Press M to reread your mail whenever you are in the world. I could
And
just...
that would be
anytime.
my mother and Sophia were coming out to do his laundry and bring him
Yeah,
food. And
they're
clean
so
his
worried about me
cabin.
because I don't know how to fucking take care of myself. Oh no. Oh no, why is there an arrowhead on the floor in here? Is it gonna make me talk again?
There is some of the
Because
same
Sophia
fitness in a
hasn't
man's
been
building
here
his
to
own
clean your
house that
fucking
there is in a
cabin yet.
bird's building its own nest.
Why
Who
is
knows, but if men constructed
why
their
is the
dwellings with their
fireplace
own
Why is the
hands
fireplace wood with no
and
chimney?
provided
Yeah, I was
food for
thinking that too, and I
themselves
don't have an
families
answer for
simply
you.
and honestly enough, the poetic
That's-
faculty would be universally developed,
that's
as birds universally sing
mistake.
when they are so engaged.
yeah, that's a good way to burn down your cabin.
Oh no, I don't know how much longer I can take hearing this dude talk to me. Oh no, if I pick...
Was that a wooden knife?
What?
Oh, there's another arrowhead to make him talk
Was-
to you.
Yep, that's a wooden knife.
Do people not trust Dave with actual knives?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, he's just built a wooden fireplace.
Right? So there's actually at Walden, if you go to the pond these days, there is a cabin there where Dave used to live. And it is not the one he lived in. It's a recreation built by Dave fans.
Of course it is.
His cabin rotted away.
Well, it probably burned down if he made a wood fireplace. There's a lot of correspondence. We're reading the mail now.
July, 1845.
Oh, our manly,
Dear
manly
Mr. Thoreau,
hand.
my employer, Dr. Agassiz,
I feel like this might be the same dude who was reading the Thoreau
Emerson,
dialogue.
and was quite impressed with your knowledge
Impressed
of
with
local
your knowledge
biology.
of local biology.
He wonders if you might be able to provide some specimens for him to use in his work. Dr. Agassiz would gladly come to Concord to collect such specimens himself, but is
So I
drawn
guess this
away
is
by
a side
numerous
quest
and pressing
to
engagements.
kill some
Hooray!
animals.
If you are amenable to this idea, we will soon send you requests for these items and are
I
happy
don't
to pay
think
you
that
for your
that
trouble.
penmanship is
Sincerely,
period.
James Elliott Cabot, assistant to Dr. Agassiz, Harvard
That
University.
looks like
I
modern
do-
penmanship.
Well, the kerning, I mean, it's obviously type because the kerning is off.
The kerning is bad, but like the letter forms, those look modern. I'm kind of upset about that.
I do like the looping. I do like that they've kerned it so that the capitals drop down the line. That's pretty accurate. Like the annoying combination of
Popeye
that.
Otaku, I have no idea about the Mist handwriting. I mean, among other things, I have no idea what period the Mist game is actually set in. But I'm
The Mist handwriting period.
century documents, and that is not it. No, you're still reading the same letter.
Oh, weird. It had so much. It gets kind of. It's stuck now. Hey.
Right.
Hey,
You have to
thanks,
read the whole
Henry.
thing again.
Oh,
Dave. His
what about?
name is Dave. His mother named him Dave.
Okay,
July
Dave.
1840.
Ah, this is.
My dear Henry,
Okay, well now we're going to
Mr.
get this
Emerson has
letter.
assisted
See,
my
this is a
family in
more
acquiring
period
a house
handwriting,
near
although I think
Concord.
it's more
And there
18th
we are
century,
now.
honestly.
writing and living like philosophers, which is to say, with little but happily.
And yeah, they did tie
I will
stir fry.
visit
They
you
did
soon
buy
and bring Mr.
all
Garrison
of
of
the
the
wood
Liberator.
textures, like
We
the
have all
entire
been
pack.
so inspired by his earnest and unequivocal writings regarding the moral
I
stain of slavery on our
again,
nation.
Shep can't hear it, but I'm
Perhaps
really
he will
taken with
speak
how
at our
earnest this
Lyceum on
particular
the
voice
topic.
actor is.
Yours truly, A. Bronson Alcott.
He's trying so hard. He's trying so hard, and I feel
that's
so.
the Alcotts. Okay, so Bronson Alcott, right? The reason Louisa May Alcott had to write Little Women, and yeah, I said had to, is because Bronson was so busy playing with Dave and with Ralph Waldo Emerson that he didn't support the family at all, right?
Oh,
the family
good.
would have starved and gone homeless because Bronson was off playing transcendentalist philosopher with
Oh
these
God,
motherfuckers.
the game has a night cycle. It's getting dark.
It's getting
We're
dark
gonna
and you
be-
don't have a roof.
What are you doing
And,
now? Emerson asked.
God knows
Do you
what,
keep a journal?
what weird enemies
So
will
I
come
make
creeping
my
out.
first entry today.
God, if there were any justice, creepers would come out of the woods and blow Dave up.
It does. This feels a little bit like a. I haven't finished my house.
Yeah, you haven't. You should get on that.
I can't touch the spyglass apparently.
No, you can
What
only
is?
read what Dave wrote about it and chase that rabbit.
Hey, can I run? I can run. Yay!
Woo!
Yay! Get the rabbit.
Are
Oh,
you inspired by the rabbit? Are you inspired by it?
I think I'm just lost in the
Days.
dark woods now. Oh no.
Yeah, you appear to be lost in the... Okay, so now this has become a horror game.
Yeah.
Um,
What if I go? Can I
you
go in the
found the
water?
pond,
What happens if
you-
I go in the water?
I mean, that was how you can cross the pond if you find a boat. Check along the shoreline. That pond is like...
Y'all.
He's...
Y'all.
Oh, what?
They lied. I'm standing in the middle of the pond.
Wyman Meadow. Excellent.
I don't need a boat.
So, and if you press L, you can take out your lantern.
Which changes
Good
nothing.
job,
It lights my arm really well.
No, look, it's got some nice reflections on the water there. They spent all of their money on wood texture packs and putting nice reflections on the water.
So I have fully crossed the pond. I have walked across the pond. Now I shall jog across the pond.
Dave always did think highly of himself, and apparently he is now reenacting Jesus.
Oh wait, maybe oh no, maybe it's this pond that I can't cross without a boat. Oh, yep, I can't walk into this pond. Oh look,
okay.
Ducks. Baby ducks. Yay!
There's ducks.
Hey baby ducks.
I think their eyes are glowing in the lantern light.
That's
Are they
possible.
some kind of satanic
I found a
ducks?
fire.
I mean, maybe that's your fire. Who else's fire would
What do I
it be?
press to hold a fire? To
Press
see
and
your
hold.
energy level.
Oh,
What?
and you have to rest near the fire to regain energy.
I'm fully rested. I don't need to regain energy. Uh-oh, I see a thing. Let's make Thoreau talk again.
The grand necessity, then, for our bodies is to keep warm, to keep the vital heat in us.
And I mean, wasn't he just going on about campfires in the woods? Okay, so one
He
of
did.
the
He
things
just said that the
Dave
vital
did-
that it's important to be warm. That was his deep thought.
Well, you know, one of the things Dave did was burn down 300 acres of virgin wilderness near Concord. Wait, no, off to the right. Look, there's a basket down there on the shore. No, it's to the left now. Right there. See it?
Yeah, I see it.
Straight ahead of you.
Hang on, I have to point out that the text stir fry said, yes, of course, he's rested, he hasn't done anything, which is fully correct. Yeah, I don't know where that lantern goes. I don't know where that lantern goes,
fait
Figments.
accompli, exactly, right? Put it out before it burns down the woods. Except that Dave was all about burning down the woods. It was practically a hobby of his.
I don't know. I don't think I can put it out. Apparently.
The spot you left your fishing rod is marked with a red X on the map. Do we know how to look at our
I have a map. I'm just gonna hit the letter M. Nope, that's mail.
No, yeah, then you get to... Oh, now you have to reflect on your day in the woods.
Uh-oh.
And,
I've just
and review the notes you made in your journal.
Oh, God, must I?
And now we have to fucking read Walden. Oh, my God. So here's all of the things that you looked at, and it's a bunch of fucking Walden, and nobody cares. Nobody cares, Dave, at all, because
Journal.
it's bullshit.
1845. Early summer. I went to the woods because I wished to live
No.
deliberately. To front only the essential facts of life.
And
Not the things that women
when I
do, those
came
aren't
to
essential.
die, discovered that I had not lived.
The laundry, cooking, those are all not there.
Oh, was it Talia? Was it the pop-up J for the map? Try J for
Oh,
the map.
is chat trying to help us? Hang on. I think. Oh.
Yeah, exactly, every Zig.
Yeah, wake where I am. I don't want to go back to the shitty cabin. Right.
Pomposity absolutely restored. You know, I think you have another letter by the front door. You need to get back to the cabin and collect your mail. You can use it to paper over the walls of your cabin.
I mean, I should cut down some trees or something.
Okay,
you think?
we have...
There's a task and a boat and a cabin and a journal and a stump, chopping stump. Oh, good. I don't know what that means. I also don't. I'm running out of food.
Presumably where you can chop wood. Yes, noble hunter, we passed out in the woods.
Yeah, I didn't know the game was going to time me out.
Look, Dave often fell asleep in the woods or something.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get that. Uh-oh. Do we want to hear Thoreau talk again?
Go get the task. We have a letter.
Oh, you want the letter? Okay. But my food stores are low. Do we? Oh, I guess Mom will come by with dinner.
Mom better come by with dinner. 'cause
probably
what the
fine.
fuck are we supposed to do about it? We're Dave. I mean, are we supposed to know how to get food? Oh, hold the right mouse button over
Interesting.
bushes to get important info on them. Oh,
Ah,
there's your
we've
food.
we've
There's
learned
your food,
about
Dave.
blueberries.
Click on it to pick it.
Can I click on it? Oh,
Yes.
good.
Yes, pick the blueberries, Dave. Pick them.
Just gonna keep clicking until food that you
Okay,
find,
so-
grow, or buy will fill your food store. Thank you. Is this a survival game? Have I stumbled into a Walden survival game?
I mean, can we kill Dave? I'm kind of
Can
excited
we
by
kill?
that.
Yeah, can Dave starve?
Can Dave starve? I mean, what happens if Dave runs out of food? We
I
need
don't
to
know.
test this. Excuse
I
me.
don't know if we can we. What are you
we
are?
have to test it now.
You are the. I can't chop wood. Apparently, the chopping stump does nothing. Oh, good mail.
Yes, mail. You,
All right,
you
voice
have mail.
actor.
July 18th.
Oh, it's
Like,
Ralph.
they left
It's Ralph.
it.
Everyone, be
Dear
quiet.
Henry, you've
Oh,
told me
Ralph Waldo
yourself that it is
Emerson.
difficult to begin anything without borrowing, and I know that you can use an axe, so I've left one for you in my front yard by the chopping stump. Do come by any time to fetch it. Perhaps we can discuss the new lecture I am working on while you are here. Your friend, Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Oh dear. Ralph gave us an axe.
Yeah.
Apparently at his
Okay,
house.
so
Wait, where's Ralph's house? Oh, we can go to
Right.
Emerson's house, everyone.
well, that's a great place to refill our food stores.
Exactly. What's this nature bullshit? Let's go visit.
Let's go
Ralph.
visit the Emersons.
Oh wait, there's also a bean field we haven't seen. Let's go. Let's go
Well,
see
it's
our.
on the way to the Emersons. It's all behind you.
It is. It is.
Although
Don't
we
tell me
refill
how
our
to.
food-
Oh wait, flowers. Let's look at flowers.
Can we eat those? Can we graze?
No, I cannot pick them. Don't tell me how to
we-
use video game maps. I know how to use video
Did we
game maps.
wait? Did we get a legit voice actor in this? That's amazing.
Yeah, there's at least 3. There's a lady and 2 dudes, or 1 dude doing an old voice and a young voice.
As we all know, the most nutrient-dense superfoods in Dave Thoreau's life came from the Emerson's house and his mom.
Okay. Where is the bean? Where is the bean field?
To your right.
Yeah, but like where?
Straight ahead. Just walk straight ahead. He only planted like 6 bean plants. The motherfucker was not that
I know. Like that's
industrious.
why I'm like, am I just? Is it? Can I just not see it? Like, is it? Do I have to plant it?
Okay, check the
No,
map.
it's just. I did. I'm like standing in the bean field. Oh, there it is. There's the.
Did
This
you-
is my
did you
bean
locate the
field.
beans?
Oh no, I have to like tidy up. I haven't planted any beans yet. Oh, I have to tidy up with my hands? This is a terrible idea.
Okay, so the actual Dave Thoreau fucking hired people to come and clear out this goddamn bean field and plow it and plant the beans.
So I don't know if anybody here knows about agriculture, but this is not how one clears a field. Please do not attempt to clear a field by pulling up large
Emer,
bushes
stop
with your
barking at
hands.
me.
Don't do it. It won't work. This is very boring, by the way. I don't know why I started
This
doing
is very
this.
boring. You know, just
That's
head
enough.
for the
That'll
Emersons.
feed us. That's fine.
We don't really need. He didn't eat the beans. He sold the beans. He sold the beans
course he
and
did.
bought rice because he didn't like beans.
Oh no, everyone!
And
We
then-
found the edge of the game world.
It's a fence.
How
So he grew the beans, he sold the beans, right? He bought rice, and then he wrote this long screed in Walden about how farmers shouldn't be growing surplus crops. No, they should be only growing enough to feed themselves and their families. And I'm like, Dave, you motherfucker, who would fucking sell you rice if people weren't growing surplus crops?
I would like to point out that the game just told me that listening to the sounds of nature will fill my inspiration, and apparently we have an inspiration
Sorry-o.
stat.
Yes, you have an inspiration stat. You're supposed to stop and stare at wildlife and be inspired.
Where are any of my stats?
every Zig, he sold the beans to someone in town. He doesn't really relate to whom he sold the beans. He just says he sold the goddamn beans.
Oh, it's time for Thoreau to talk some more.
All sound heard at the greatest possible distance produces one and the same effect. The vibration of the universal lyre, just as the intervening atmosphere
We can hear
makes
your
a
audio,
distant ridge
Chef.
of the earth interesting to our eyes.
Sorry,
by
I
the
just wanted to
azure
know what
tint it
Thoreau
imparts to it.
sounded like. And you're right. I just didn't... I didn't need to know. That didn't enrich my life any.
He sounds like a lot of dudes I argued with in
Are
college.
there captions? Like, can you turn on captions for anything? Is this game captioned?
I
Is
didn't
that an
see.
option?
I didn't see a caption option. Oh, yep, there it is. Here we go. Oh, nope, I forgot. That's not how this. There we go. There, we fixed it. Captions.
So now when it talks, perhaps it will show up on the screen, and at least I'll know when Thoreau is saying something, and I can be irritated by it.
I mean, it's not an unpleasant area to wonder about.
And there's the Emerson's house, and you can find
Yes,
the axe.
we've gotten to the Emersons. My friend Ralph. Oh, there's a running white. What?
What?
There's a running person.
Was there? Can you tackle them? Can you assault them?
I don't know why they're running. Honestly.
Chase them.
This is as fast as I can. Okay.
Okay, so here's the Emerson's house, presumably. It says the Emersons.
Yes. Stop that thing. Oh, that's just really glowing.
Oh, there's one with an orange glint.
It's very good to make your acquaintance,
can
Mr.
reveal
Thoreau.
memories.
Your sister seems
can
to believe
enjoy
our
his
thoughts
library.
and philosophies are very much aligned. It is good to find a youth so interested in the finer fruits of thought.
My goodness.
Oh,
They're
dear.
both just pompous motherfuckers.
Impossible. Give me the axe. Let's murder that dude. What? Now I have an axe. Okay. Now, I need to find out. Oh, to Concord. We could go to Concord. I thought I got the axe. It says now I have an axe.
You do have the axe. Okay.
It just
now
auto.
you can replenish your fuel stores. Of course, your cabin is still just a framework. So you don't actually have any walls, and also your fireplace is made of wood.
I can't chase the running person because it won't let me behind him. It won't let me break into Emerson's house.
This is terrible.
All right.
Every day or two,
And
I
also
stroll
it
to the
encourages
village to
you
hear
to
some
know
of
your
the
basic
gossip
needs,
which is
such as food and
incessantly
water.
going on there.
Apparently, we're admitting that we
Circulating
go
either
to
from
town
mouth to
all the
mouth
time.
or from newspaper to newspaper, and which,
this
taken in
whole
homeopathic
section,
doses,
this whole
was really
goddamn
as
section of
refreshing
the
in
book
its way
is
as the
just-
rustle of leaves and the peeping of frogs.
Wait, Noble
That guy
Hunter
is an
314. The guy voicing Dave was also the lead actor of Into the Wild, which seems a bit on the nose. Have you looked up the credits, Noble Hunter 1 or Noble Hunter 314?
Yeah, someone looked them up on Talia. Looked them up on IMDb. There's apparently some good voice actors.
Our craft mentions that the berries in the bush look very flat. Yes, that is true.
And no,
we are.
E. Pickles, Thoreau did not appreciate the noble flavor of the bean. Oh no, our food jar is turning red. We may find out quite quickly whether or not we can kill Thoreau via starvation.
So if you're only joining us, midway through the beginning of this very odd game, we've already begun to question if we can possibly murder Thoreau with starvation.
Via starvation.
If
So
we could...
in the lower left there is our food jar, and as that gets lower, apparently it turns colors, and it has turned red, an alarming color. It's trying to alarm us into feeding Dave, and we're not going to. We're not feeding Dave. Do not feed him.
Found some sumac.
This dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I picked sumac and I fed Dave.
Dude, what are you doing? Stop it.
I didn't mean to.
Stop
I just
feeding him.
wanted to know what would happen. I found a board. I'm stealing from this ruined house.
Good.
Let's make Dave do some work.
Excellent. Yes, that will be good while we've got him all malnourished to make him do some work.
This is feeling like a shipwreck.
You collected 2 boards, and now you have completed 2 walls.
Oh,
That is not how this works.
Well, apparently now I have a
You s-
roof. I
Yeah,
just
you
need a
just
window.
need a roof.
I just
Yeah,
need a
so
window
there's a
and
board.
chimneys.
Did you get that board?
No, I think I've
Yeah.
gotten all of the slightly
Okay.
off-color collectible boards.
So
think-
now you need windows and a chimney. Huh.
Oh, wait, hang on. Is that... Ah, found another board. You're a collectible board. They're slightly different colors, you see. Collectible boards. Are you a collectible board? Yes. Oh, my shelter is complete. But it will
Excellent.
fall into disrepair if
Excellent.
I don't, you know,
Repair it.
repair it. So I would like to point out that that was only board... Oh, hey, look, there's pine cones.
Don't pick them. Lest
Apparently
Dave
I
eat
just
them.
think it's the sky. I found the lake again.
The stars are God's dreams. They're not, Dave.
The stars.
They're burning
Oh, hey,
balls
look,
of
flowers. Nice. No,
Is it giant hogweed? Can we make Dave go blind?
I don't know. What? Nope, we can't pick it. And I don't think it's giant hogweed. Oh, I found another.
Right,
Let
that
us
one had
spend
a
one
chimney
day
of
as
stone, and it
deliberately
looked
as
like the
nature.
fireplace was actually of stone, and there. Let us spend one day as deliberately as nature. Dave, fuck you, man.
Oh, there's my house. Okay, let's. Oh, it's getting dark. I'm gonna collapse in the woods again. I think that's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna be forced to reflect in the woods once again, but it'll let you wake up in your cabin, which now has walls.
Yeah, that's
and a
nice.
depressing
I need to
wooden
get back to the cabin.
fireplace.
Yeah, I need to get back to the cabin because we've only picked up boards, and I need to know if my chimney and fireplace are made of wood because that is a severe mistake. Just such a mistake.
I found that upsetting. I found that.
Oh
rather
no,
upsetting.
I've winded Thoreau.
Oh, and it wants you to rest by a fire. Pomposity depleted.
Where am I? Let's
That's
look
a
at this
great-
map.
Oh, wait. Is that your cabin?
Yes. My cabin should be right here.
I mean, it's got walls now, so you may not recognize it.
See, there it is. Look at that. It's got a. Listen to. Thoreau won't jog anymore. He's very out of shape. How did I get glass for my windows and a brick fireplace somehow?
Yeah.
Seems unlikely.
That does seem unlikely, especially since all you scavenged were boards.
Oh hey, look at this. But what are you?
Ugh.
Okay, now click and drag. You're out of energy.
Survive, Thoreau. This is weirdly hard.
Well, I mean, you're only.
Oh, I think I passed out.
And now you fainted from overexertion. Your energy.
Oh,
and
but a friend
inspiration are
helped
very
me
low.
recover.
Oh, that's excellent. Ah.
Oh no, my vision is.
We have no giant purple rats, alas, to make him fight, Fade. But we've got a fire that he can rest near.
Wait, to
We
check my.
automatically consume 1 jar of food per. Wait, where did we get more food?
Apparently, passing out. Someone brought it to it. The friend that helped us back to the house.
Great.
It won't let us starve.
Great. Mom brought fucking food while we were passed out. So we must read and attend to the sounds of life.
Oh dear.
Great. Great. So it won't let us starve him to death, apparently. Apparently.
Apparently, we can't murder Thoreau. Oh no! Ty Stirfry says the friend is probably his sister, and even the game won't give her credit.
Yeah, exactly. His sister, his mom, some passing woman who was just like, oh, Jesus Christ, Dave Thoreau's passed out again.
Oh no. So, what we've learned is that the game...
Oh, there's his sacks of rice, I think. Down there on the floor by the fireplace.
Sacks of food. Apparently, I have, potatoes, peas with a weevil in them, and rice, a jug of molasses, and meal.
Yeah, rye meal and Indian meal is cornmeal.
Yes.
So
I can purchase
Yeah,
necessities like food and fuel at the general store in Concord. So much for being self-sufficient.
Yeah.
We plaster. How
So
do we
why
plaster
can't
this? How do we plaster the walls?
you can't plaster the walls? You're living deliberately in the fucking woods.
But we've clearly plastered the
Dave.
walls.
Well,
Uh-oh.
you salvaged plaster from that fallen house. Clearly.
This is my food shell. Okay, well, it's lovely out, but for some reason, my vision is all weird and gray. I guess I'm depressed. I think Thoreau is depressed.
Yes, you
I
need
think
to wait. Stop there. Gaze at the rabbit. No, you made the rabbit run off. You got
I've
too close to the rabbit. It ran away.
Thoreau is
You
having a
gotta
fit
stop.
of melancholy.
Yes, you've got to like gaze at some nature and listen to the sounds around you, and that will make you more inspired.
Somebody left a book on this rock. That seems like a strange choice.
It's probably you.
It's Homer's Iliad, apparently.
Oh, reading will make you more inspired.
Oh, and of course, what I'd love to read is the Iliad in the middle of
Right.
Walden.
Oh, and it won't even. Oh, okay, there we go. You brought this copy of Homer's epic poem with you to read at the pond.
Did I? Well, okay.
Great.
Oh,
In reading this story of both the glories and horrors of war, you're likely to be reminded of the impermanence of human life.
Maybe.
Well, that's some good cheerful reading for you there, Dave. Is he cheered up? Oh, gaze upon the loon. Can you gaze at the loon?
What are you?
Interesting.
There's a loon.
It's a
out
mallard,
on the
apparently.
pond. Oh, it's a mallard. Fine. Gaze at the fucking mallard then. No, Beamer, you can't type, dude.
I am gazing, and here's some. Can we look at the cattail? You don't care about cattails. I see. Oh nope. Now we do. Well, this is boring. Let's kill some fish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're getting hungry again. But we've discovered that doesn't really matter because Mom will bring us sandwiches. That's
Okay,
really
apparently
sad that you can't murder.
Can't murder Dave. Can't kill Dave. Oh yeah, you can eat cattails. That's true.
Beamer's to sit on my head is what he's doing. I can't tell if he thinks I'm talking to him, or if he'd like me to just stop doing and pay more attention to the collie. So I'm having to pet him with one hand. I've got my phone with one hand,
pay more
so
attention.
that I can see what you guys are doing over here on Twitch. And then I've got my computer with Sarah on it, and Sarah's screen. Which actually, watching the stream on... oh, there you go. Gaze upon a red squirrel.
Apparently, if I just stare at this squirrel, I just feel better and better as time progresses. The longer I stare at the squirrel.
Yeah, Beam, buddy.
Look, everything's
really
saturated again.
Yeah, there we go. See? Beamer says he, too, would like to gaze upon a squirrel. And perhaps eat it. Can you eat the squirrel? Like, how are you supposed to collect biological specimens for that dude if you can't shoot these animals?
I don't know. I don't have a gun, but I have an arrowhead.
I'm no more lonely than the loon in the pond that laughs so loud.
Can you throw
than Walden Pond
can you
itself.
throw the arrowhead at him?
I'm no more lonely than a single mullein or
Make my own
dandelion
little
in a
spears.
pasture, or a bean leaf, or a sorrel, or a horsefly, or a bumblebee.
Jesus Christ, Dave, you
I am no
pompous
more
fuck.
lonely than the millbrook,
Really
or a
dislike this
weathercock,
dude, and he's
or
been
the
dead,
North Star,
a couple
or the
hundred years
south
now.
wind, or an
There's
April
really
shower,
not much
or a
reason for my
January thaw,
antipathy.
or the first spider in a new house.
Other than, at this point, I'm trying to live off-grid and whatnot. And so people keep bringing him up to me, and I keep chanting, these people, they mean well. They mean well.
Oh, the
And,
gameplay in this supposed game is just the worst.
Yeah, because they spend all the money on voice actors. Establish that. These people who come up with these great games never think that, like, gameplay designers are an actual job, an expertise.
Wait, are you? Nope, I'm not catching any fish. It's just not working.
No.
I
I thought you know that
I
was
used
just
to,
your bait. Okay, well, I think maybe if you wait until those fish see they're coming, they're coming around again.
I don't have any. This is just a. Ah, I finally caught a fish. What in the world
You
kind
got a
of fish?
fish.
What kind of fish is
Huzzah!
that even? Well, this is
I don't
more
know.
fun
It's
than the
not
rest of the
going
game.
to tell us.
It's not going to tell us. So
Did it refill your?
I don't know. The food store has gone.
Food jar?
Nope.
Yeah, it did until you stopped fishing.
Uh oh. Apparently, fishing is turning me gray.
Yeah, exactly. Every Zig. We are not here to play, but to game deliberately and to suck all the marrow out of gaming. That when we die, we cannot say we have not gamed.
Apparently, I have as much food as I can store at this time.
All right. And you're depressed again. You made yourself
It's okay. I'm
tired
just gonna stare
fishing.
at this fish for a minute.
You made yourself tired fishing. That was too much goddamn exertion for Dave.
It's true. Oh, life is so hard for Dave. No, what I was gonna say is that I used to.
Can you gaze at those flowers? Can you look at the daisies?
I don't think
maybe?
so. I used to work on. That's not daisies. Daisies.
I don't know. There's some.
I used to work in
find some
educational
fucking nature
games.
and look at it.
And it was always
letting
impossible to try and
kill
convince
us.
people to make educational games fun.
I mean, among other things, they have to let you kill off the protagonist in inventive ways. Like, you have to reward inventiveness in gameplay by, like, messily murdering the protagonist or letting Dave collapse dead on the banks of Walden Pond.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna really talk about living deliberately, that you should let us die deliberately in this game.
Right? So, like, the thing about Dave and the fishing, right, is that my dude Dave, he claimed to be a vegetarian, and yet motherfucker was out there fishing in Walden Pond all the goddamn time and eating the fucking fish. He also ate a groundhog.
Where's the boat?
And rabbits. So if he was actually a vegetarian, he was some novel kind of goddamn vegetarian that includes small game and fish.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, where is the boat?
Where's the boat? I want to be in a
You
boat.
have to build a boat.
I hope
Oh
not.
no, it said go look along the banks for a boat. So apparently you have to steal a boat, or maybe it's closer to your cabin or something. Right,
Yeah.
Maeve? We have to just like.
I don't
we
trust
have
Thoreau to build a boat.
To make any kind of game. Artcraft, he cooked the fish himself, he claimed. He would just light a fire on the banks of Walden Pond and, like, burn the fish over a fire. And there you go. He would call that dinner.
Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could.
Yeah, see, MM's word, why can't he throw himself off some kind of cliff-like object?
I mean, I just like to starve.
He should be able to.
Although I suppose, as we pointed out, they won't let him starve. Someone carried him home and gave him food. He's clearly not going to be allowed to starve.
Interesting.
Bluets.
Right.
Those do not look like bluets, but I love bluets. Let's walk.
I mean,
let's walk.
Theoretically, Popeye Otaku, you could make a Walden game out of any fucking tabletop system that's flexible enough to let you make your own adventure and build a character class of Pompous Dick for like one player and some NPCs.
Oh, I could just chop wood anywhere. Okay, fine. Now, the trick is that speed does not matter. I just have to... Oh, it's way easier to chop wood now that I'm not exhausted, apparently. I guess we'll just kill a lot of trees.
I mean, Dave was known for killing trees. He cleared a bunch of forest there at Walden Pond. He burned down 300 acres of virgin forest near Concord. He thought it was really exciting, and that watching the townspeople be worried about it was fucking hilarious. Is that another squirrel, or is
It's
that
a
like
mink.
an otter? Oh, it's a mink!
Many little inhabitants of the woods and of the water have walked here, making tracks for the geologists. Now I see one small-looking rusty or brown-black mink scramble along the muddy shore. Oh, look, water lilies. Those are... And a frog. Hey, frog.
You know, I haven't seen a single fungus. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a frog.
Oh, yeah, no mushrooms, really.
Also, I don't think those particular water lilies would have been
Not
at Walden
native.
Pond. Those don't look like native vegetation. There's a fern. You could gaze upon the fern.
I mean, your long-suffering family won't let you starve no matter how much you bumble. Not a historically accurate detail. No, Everyzig, it is pretty accurate. I think we're gonna get lost in the dark looking for a boat at this rate. Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. Mom will come and get us out of the woods and take us back to our cabin. It's fine. It's fine.
What good will a boat do if we have to walk all the way around the lake just to find it?
You know, and I read reviews of this that were like,
there
blah,
were
blah,
reviews?
blah, yeah, I've read reviews of this game because someone... Oh, another book! Someone pointed out
this is The Republic by Plato.
With a mad chortle, as a matter of fact, because I am, of course, infamous for disliking Dave. And pointed out this game, and I was reading reviews, and people were like, blah, 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 it's so realistic, blah, 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 it's so lovely. And I'm just thinking, I bet Mom's not in it. But now I find out that that Mom kind of is, as people have noted. It's just that the game doesn't credit her. And a bug.
It's a hummingbird,
no,
apparently.
A hummingbird. They don't fly at fucking night.
I got nothing.
Yeah, so much as in the book, Walden, Mom's presence is invisible, but
necessary.
necessary as she hauls your starving and filthy ass back to the cabin and makes sure that you're fed and have clean clothing.
So, okay, the graphics are okay. Like, I'm not mad about... They're fine. I found... Is that a person? We're not alone! There's a person!
We're not alone!
It's not the end of the world after all.
Who the fuck is that?
This is Ice Fort Cove Camp. Hey, dude.
Dave did not mend his own goddamn clothes!
This is Ralph Waldo Emerson! Let's interact.
Henry,
Okay, well, click.
how goes your new experiment? Has genius struck yet at my woodlot?
Oh no, we have to pick which pompous thing he should say.
Which pump? I think he would claim the experiment was going well. I mean, this is Dave.
It's true.
Yes, in fact, the experiment is going quite well.
Excellent to hear. I do look forward to reading your new work.
Here in the dark, reading by a campfire.
Full of your insights about life.
He's running away from that person that was running around his backyard.
Here, I could use your assistance with some research I'm doing
He's
for a new
doing
lecture.
Research for a new lecture.
Could you spare the time to help me?
Sure, why not?
Certainly.
I mean, what the hell else am I going to do?
You. I know
mean,
you're
also,
quite
he
busy
owns
with
the
your
land
own
you
work,
live on.
But I need help finding my copy of Homer's Iliad. I
You
saw that you were
stole
reading
his
it
copy
down
of
by
the
a new
Iliad.
cabin. Do you still have it there?
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen it and can get it for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. When you come back, we can discuss the passage I'm looking for. In the meanwhile, I found some books on bee planting and local wildlife you might find
Just
useful.
what I want to do
I put them
is
on the table in my
discuss
library
the
for
Iliad
you.
in the middle of the night with Ralph Waldo Emerson by a fire in the woods.
To be fair, we could make this a horror game. This is weird.
I look forward to it. Goodbye for now.
This is weird, and he's got a certain, there's an uncanny valley quality to him. Kind of like a lot of Bethesda games, he's like Skyrim and shit.
He's got a little bit of that stiff caricature to him. Well, let's go get the Iliad for the ghost of Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Is he lurking in the woods in the middle of the night doing research for which he needs a god? Oh, I started to say, are you about to be forced to reflect on your day?
No, no. I looked at the campfire and it said it was fully whatever. I'm fully rested. Uh-oh. I found a thing.
My residence was
Right,
more
and why
favorable
couldn't
not
Emerson
only to
just
thought,
wander on
but to
down to the
serious
cabin
reading than a university. And though I was beyond the range
Because
of
he's
the
cursed and
ordinary
I've set up
circulating
wards to keep him
library,
away from my
I had
cabin.
more than ever come within the
as
influence
one
of
would,
those books which
honestly.
circulate round the world.
You would think he would.
Yes, like an like an animatron from Disneyland, Med B27. Yes, that is that exact look.
Yeah, Otenshi 3, he might. It might not even be a good blue alien like the one you can have sex with in Mass Effect.
There are more
I
than one
forgot
blue
her
alien.
name. I romanced her repeatedly on every playthrough, and now I've forgotten her name.
Uh-oh.
No, see?
I've collapsed in the
you
woods.
gotta reflect.
I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it. The ghost of Emerson caught up with me.
Liara! Thank you, sorry.
Liara. Yeah, that's it. Liara. I was trying to think of the...
You've disappointed the ghost of Ralph Waldo Emerson by collapsing in the woods to read your own journal. Like, I think no matter how well rested you are, you're overcome by a fit of narcissism at around midnight every night.
And you just can't go on.
Right.
At my cabin, like let's just assume I've been
get the book.
Dragged home. I mean, we don't want to disappoint the ghost of Ralph Waldo Emerson. Who knows what he'll do? Uh-oh, it's late summer.
In the woods, I live in each season as it passes. Breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit,
drink the drink,
and resign myself to the influence of the earth.
Can we talk about the choices they've made with the placement of their captions?
Can we also talk about how that makes this sound like some sort of creepy, cursed thing? I mean, drink the drink, eat the fruit, and resign myself to the influence of the earth?
Look, the other video game I'm live streaming is Bloodborne. So if we want to make this into a horrifying cult mystery, I'm all for it. But
I would not be shocked to discover that that these were pre-made assets.
I'm going to put in prison, you guys.
What have we here?
I'm being notified of my non-payment of poll tax.
That's fine. You'll get arrested when you go into town. You'll be thrown in jail, and your aunt will promptly pay them for you.
And I'll be
sad.
Get
you out.
And write a whole long thing about how terrible it was to be in jail for 25 minutes.
Yes. And not admit that your aunt paid the taxes.
Okay, wait. Someone wants me to look at the kettle because they think these are pre-made assets, and I kettle. Where is there a kettle?
You talking about the little oil lamp on the desk?
Just gonna.
Or is there? Where is a kettle?
We'll look at this lamp for a minute.
The shelves? We've got a lamp.
We've got
MM's word.
That.
Or wait, are you MM's sword? Oh God.
Okay, MM sword.
I now understand Sarah's terrible.
Yeah, how reading new. Oh,
right.
I've got some mail.
August.
Oh, it's from my sister.
Dear Henry, don't
Dave,
forget that we care for you and miss you at
learn
home.
to clean out
Should
your
you
own
visit?
fireplace.
I have left a surprise for you on the game table, as I know you love a good challenge.
Oh, she wants you to
Stay
visit
safe
home
and healthy.
because she's tired of
Your
schlepping
sister,
her ass out to
Sophia.
Walden Pond to clean up after you. Also, you're hungry yet again.
That's fine.
That's a good question, Maeve. What is under the bed? Probably his shoe. Oh, more food.
More food.
It's rice.
Storage. Right.
Yeah,
Let's
it's sacks of rice.
Well.
Or something.
Let's
Who
bring
knows?
this book back to the all-powerful Emerson.
Right. There it is. Get the book.
Right. And Emerson was down this path.
Was he?
Well, I don't know. I assume he's going to be standing by that fire in the middle of the woods still. I could be wrong. Maybe
Probably.
the ghost.
He's been standing there all fucking summer waiting for you, Dave, to get back with his goddamn book so he can write this lecture.
Maybe the ghost of Emerson is trapped there.
Wait,
We are.
oh no, it's a chopping stump.
We are going to find out if he's still standing there.
You could deforest more of the woods.
There's that mink again.
Same mink.
I want to see if... Are my colors... I want to see if I can saturate my colors with the mink. I don't know. My inspiration is not being... That's whatever. Maybe I'm hungry.
Well, you've already looked at that mink. That mink is no longer... Are there berries on those bushes? I don't know. It's late summer now, so there may be totally different, like, foods available to you.
Well, aren't blackberries late summer and I picked... Uh-oh. Look at my... I'm such a lazy bastard. I can't jog anymore.
Oh my god, look at you, your vision's gone all blurry.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at these flowers. I like Birdsfoot Violet as well. Personally. Alright, we'll walk. We'll walk slowly and carefully.
You shall be ready to bloom again here in your Indian summer days. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, dear. Oh, Dave.
No, it's late summer now, Otenshi 3. He hasn't eaten in like 2 months, except for what Mom has brought him.
I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna hold that jogging button down until I pass out. I just need to know. I need to know.
Can we pass out? Can we perhaps kill Dave that way? They're not gonna let us kill Dave. Why would we be allowed any joy in this fucking game? But look at your vision get all blurry. This is so exciting. And you're still not to Emerson.
Oh, some strawberries. Well, you know, let's pick some strawberries. Just pick so many strawberries that my food is...
I mean, if you pass out from hunger, Mom's just gonna, like... I know, right? Why? Can we eat a gopher?
Now, this is a real horror game. Check this out.
And there's Emerson, where he's been standing for months, doing the same
home.
weird little
Good
head
for you,
motion.
Henry. I wanted to look at that passage about the generations of mankind and how they're like the autumn leaves. You know.
Yes, you've read it.
But
don't inspire Emerson to tell us about
tell
it.
us about it. I mean, also, I'd like to point out that it depends what translation you're using, Emerson.
Yes, I've read it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it
Presumably,
would give you
what's his
inspiration.
face? Oh.
Your experiment reminds me of the image
God.
of heroic life that Homer gives us.
I
Wait,
should
really?
know.
Wonder,
Skinner?
can we all make
No.
our lives heroic in our quality of living, if not
Oh,
on the field
no.
of battle? Since you're here, I've also been
You
looking
haven't
all over
seen
for
it,
my
but you
works
can
of
look for it.
Confucius.
Why not?
I was reading it the other day down
Maybe
by
we
the
can find a
marsh.
gopher
Have you seen
while
it
we're there
by
and
any
eat it.
chance?
No.
I
No
haven't
fucking
seen
clue
it,
what you're talking
but
about.
I can look for it.
Wonderful. Let me mark the very spot I think
Ah,
I
he'll
left
put
it
it
on
on
your
the
map,
map.
so that you can find it.
It'd be nice if his lips moved at all.
Yeah.
But his motion is... Now I can't unsee the Disney animatronic, like, head
Look,
tilt.
'cause he's
That
like
shouldn't be
point at the
difficult to
book.
find.
Whoa!
Look up
I'll
at the...
see you again
Whoa,
soon.
hey, boy, did you get inspired talking about Homer with Ralph.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, this is not creepy at
Wow,
all.
We haven't been that inspired since, wow, look your journals in color.
Oof, boy.
Wow, I didn't even realize your journal was in color.
I'm a little bit concerned that the ghost of Ralph Waldo Emerson is slowly draining our life force. Hey, we found the boat! That's
I'm a little
nice.
concerned that we're on acid.
Yeah, Emerson has... Oh, no, no. Oh, no.
And now you've got to row.
Wait, can I
Row.
steer?
No, you can only row.
It's true. I can only row. You're correct.
They only paid for one path across this pond. God damn it!
Yep, I have no power. I'm fleeing.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
fleeing
can-
the ghost of Emerson. and his weird hypercolor experience.
Like,
Ooh, the
if
books are
you
the points
row-
of binding that circle trapping Emerson into place. Nice. And I'm breaking them. He's influencing me to break the binding. See how much more fun Thoreau is when it becomes a Lovecraftian
Right?
horror?
I mean, Thoreau kind of is Lovecraftian horror.
Oh,
okay. And
now
so
that I've slowly rowed myself to the middle of the damn lake, I can pick where to go. I wasn't paying attention to where I wanted to go. Here seems fine. I just wanted the boat, really. Oh, really?
Yes.
I have to do
now
it.
You can row to shore and stop. And if you do this enough, you'll become tired and uninspired, and the colors will bleed out of the world again, and we'll stop feeling like we're on acid.
I mean, I think it's getting a little paler as I go, honestly.
Yes, down beam. Thank you, good boy.
Oof, it is a horror game. Fait accompli. Yeah, it's, turns out we're breaking the mystical bindings that have sealed the ghost of Ralph Waldo Emerson to this place for eons.
Don't put your paw on the keyboard, buddy. I know. Thoreau is very upsetting. You're right. Yeah.
So we've become addicted to Emerson's inspiration. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. He is the bestest boy Otenchi 3, except that he really wants me to stop screaming and do things with collies. Buddy, have you considered just going to bed?
Must I still row? Why? I'm so bored.
Well, you're not there yet.
Oh, I finally arrived.
Ah, hello.
Did you or did you pass out? Okay, good.
Ah!
You did arrive.
Ah!
You should perhaps...
Ah!
What?
Emerson.
Oh, God!
Ah! How did you get here? What happened?
Wait, why is he here? Well, rest by the fire. Is this the fire he was at all along? Or is this a different fire?
There's a dog.
There's a dog. There's a bloodhound. Perhaps this good boy will save us.
Okay, what has
from Ralph Waldo Emerson?
No, he was at this he was over I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see it. He was over on the Concord side before. He walked in the time it took us to row.
Wow.
Or he's an evil spirit who thinks that we might be trying to flee his influence. Okay. Nope. Bye, Ralph. Now I'm afraid of you.
So, I mean, he may just follow you wherever you go now.
Oh no. Fully under his influence.
Here we go. Trying to run away from Ralph Waldo Emerson.
I mean, maybe he rode with you, says Tellybear. Just right behind you in the boat, not helping.
Can we pet the dog?
Oh.
Go back to the dog.
Okay, fine.
Can we only look at the dog?
We looked at the dog.
You can try to interact with the dog. You're not a dog person, are you? We have... Oh no. We're running out of fuel stores. Maybe we can freeze Dave to death.
Yay. Wait, is the dog... Oh, the dog's gone.
The dog's gone. There's only Ralph. Standing. Maybe he's just going to be by every campfire now. Maybe
Well,
every campfire now.
I care not what evil we are releasing on the world. I wish to be free of this Emerson. I shall go and fetch his book.
I don't think you should fetch his book.
No?
I think you should
Leave
stay
him-
away from him.
Leave him sealed in this place?
Every transcendentalist is a transcendentalist can jump scare. I mean, if you listen to these people, they're terrible.
Oh no, sorry I suggest we broke the binding already. Oh no, we're still, it's weakening. The Iliad has weakened the bonds.
Right, see, and first he was only at the one campfire, and now he's at all the campfires.
Not gonna lie, I fully did not expect to hear Emerson behind me when I got out of the boat. That was a little bit... Yes, I know, you're exhausted. Suck it up, Dave. Keep walking.
You know, if you exhaust him, his mom will come and drag him back to the cabin and give him some food, so, you know, it'll be fine. Oh, is that the fishing point?
Yeah,
no, I
we're
don't
just.
think it is.
No,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
there's
it
a
is.
bunch of fishing points. We'll just catch some fish. It'll be fine.
You can catch some fish. It'll be fine.
It'll
Dave will
be.
be able to eat.
We'll
Don't
get
forget
over.
to stare at the fish and get some, get inspired by them.
We'll get over our horror of
I don't think there's any getting over
Of
the
Emerson.
horror of Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Oh, I see. There was this little sigh, like he was so disappointed. Rice is for closers, Dave.
Right.
This fait accompli. Yeah.
Rice is
Yeah.
for closers.
You can run, Dave. Oh, good, a fish.
Eat your goddamn fish and beans, Dave. Ah, see, our jar is no longer red.
It's true. Now I'm sad I didn't try and pet the dog.
We're all sad you didn't try and pet the dog.
I know.
Even Beamer is sad you didn't try. Is that a different kind of fish?
Oh
Or
yeah, that was
the
two different.
same
There
kind
was
of
two
fish?
different kinds of fish that we've just caught.
Wow.
Didn't Ralph say he left some beans? Oh yeah, but do we want?
No, he left books on planting beans for us in
Do
his
we-
house.
Do we want to go
If we
into
go to his
into his house?
I don't think that's advisable to you.
I mean, he may be there as well. Well,
He may be. Do we want to know? Do we want to find that out, or are we happier not knowing that?
I think we might be happier not knowing. But we could plant beans and then maybe free ourselves from the necessity of visiting him further.
I mean, if you want to risk it.
Oh, fait accompli wonders if they've magically planted themselves in the field. That's a thought. We might not have had to do it at all. Since since Henry certainly didn't. Wait, now there's a boat at every boat. Okay. Oh good. Oh good. Emerson is not waiting for us at our home.
Are you sure? Have you looked in the cabin?
I haven't, but he's not at the fire. He's not at the fireplace. It's getting dark.
He might be at the fireplace in
Uh-oh.
the cabin.
The door is open. Did we leave the door open? Was
Yeah,
there
the door's always
was there ever
open
a door?
because
My
the
house was
door's
on the
always
side of a
open
hill,
because
immediately
any
on the
dude
edge
who
of the
can't
larger
clean his
wood,
own
in
150
the midst of
square
a young
foot cabin
forest of
can't
pitch pines
fucking
and hickories,
possibly shut his
and
own
half a
goddamn
dozen
door.
rods from the pond, to which a narrow footpath led down the hill. In my front yard grew the strawberry,
No,
blackberry,
he could
and life
be watching us
everlasting,
even now. fait
John's
accompli.
wort and goldenrod, shrub oaks and sand cherry, blueberry and groundnut.
Thai stir fry was gone. We've
Uh,
turned this
we
into a horror
fished.
game.
Yeah, we did some fishing. We discovered that Emerson is now behind us all the time. Sarah's going to be kind enough to chop some wood rather than trying to see if we can freeze Dave to death.
Yeah, you know.
Well, you know, the thing about all that food Otenshi 3 is that a lot of the stuff you can forage actually kind of tastes like shit.
Let's go see our beans. Let's see if the beans are.
Yes, Thai stir fry. Emerson he was at one campfire and we gave him a book and he asked us to go and get him another book and we jumped in a boat and then we were at another cove and there was Emerson. He was magically also at this other fire and this other boat and it was very upsetting.
Yeah, like right behind us.
Oh, you've gone past your bean field.
I have. I keep thinking that I know the way.
You don't know the way.
I don't. Neither does Dave.
No.
Ah, here we are. Oh, it seemed. Oh, look, someone's left us a hoe. Apparently pulling. Oh, they've grown back since we pulled them up. So apparently we have to.
Interesting.
Is it interesting, Dave? I can't grab hold of the hoe.
No, but you can gaze upon it and be inspired, apparently.
The bean field hoe, right? Well, that's turns out you have to keep up with your bean field or it grows back with weeds. Who knew? I want to know where we got all these bricks.
Well, you salvaged boards and they became bricks.
Ah,
Also,
Nate?
okay, hang on. Look down and look to the right of your chimney on the ground.
hang on.
Wait, you can. Okay, so now you can repair your
Uh-oh,
house.
uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I've
no,
collapsed
you wore
outside
that
again
out.
trying to do work.
Shall I not have intelligence with the earth? Am I not partly leaves and vegetable mold myself? You fucking asshole. Oh my god. Really just don't like him much.
yeah, wake where I am.
I mean, you didn't have any other options
Outside
because
on
you're
the ground.
at your cabin. Yes. Oh, and you're out of food again. You may find it in the solitude of the stone cairns found throughout the woods.
Oh no. Apparently this is just exhausting.
Also, you can check the second page of your journal for your to-do list, as well as information about the state of your needs and your information. Oh, and you've passed out
Henry,
again,
are
and a
you
friend
okay?
has helped you to recover. And you have food again. So, Mom has helped you out.
It was a lady's voice. Said, Henry, are you okay?
Right, it was your fucking mother.
Wait, it says I am fully rested. And then it says I can rest by the... Oh dear. Urgent letter.
On your bed.
Be ready, friend Henry. Tomorrow I will require your assistance with an errand of utmost consequence.
My goodness.
Look for my instructions here at your cabin
Good
tomorrow
Lord.
For the
morning.
cause of
And be
freedom.
ready to put your expert knowledge of our woods to work for the
Useless
cause of
streak
freedom.
of piss.
I hope you will not fail me.
This feels
We're
very...
not doing
Sincerely,
shit for
A.
Bronson Alcott.
Well.
This is Walden, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Okay, stare at the rabbit. Get inspired. Be inspired by the rabbit. Don't scare the rabbit. Just stare at it. You scared the rabbit again.
I can't help it. Well.
Ah, you can pick more blueberries.
I think it might not be blueberry season anymore. Oh, nope, it is. It's always blueberry season.
It said those are ripe and you could pick them.
Oh, good. We'll just pick some blueberries. Apparently passing out refills my food stores because my mom's too worried about me to let me send for myself.
Yeah.
Apparently nailing in 4 nails is just too much work for Henry.
Henry's just not very good at survival.
No. This
Meanwhile,
reminds me of the camp
got
in
the-
Red Dead Redemption 2, but like somehow more
Less
depressing.
fun?
Yeah, less
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, you don't have a horse.
Oh, if only if I had a horse and a gun. Oh, that would make this game so much more fun. If only I could shoot
Yeah.
Ralph Waldo Emerson. I would feel better about.
You can't starve him, Hannah, because if he passes out, his mother drags him back to his cabin and feeds him. We haven't yet found out if you can freeze him to death because Sarah keeps replenishing his fuel stores.
It's true.
She's not very committed to this project of killing Dave.
Well, look, once I found out he couldn't starve, I just assumed that they're not going to let me kill him any other way. And it
Look, I'm
seems
beginning to question your commitment to sparkle motion here.
it's just, no weapon forged by man will prosper against Emerson. Yeah, that's... I'm afraid that's the case.
You didn't even get a fish. Come on, get a fish.
I don't have any control over the fishing. I push that button and then the game randomly decides if there will be a fish or not. And Dave is a bad fisherman,
Nope. Okay.
is what's happened.
Maybe you should stare at the fish and become inspired. Have you tried staring?
Hannah's... Oh, I found one. Hannah's mad that we aren't cursing.
Fucking okay. Look at this fucking fish. Did you see that fucking fish, Hannah?
I mean, I think we should be more concerned
Hannah.
about the fact that we're definitely being held in some sort of... Oh, this is a different fish. They were being held in some sort of horrifying
It is a
thrall by
different fish.
Emerson.
Look at that. It's a whole new fish.
Interesting.
Sarah, Octopus Gallery. Look. You
What?
put the fish away already. What?
I can't hold the fish out.
It was a whole new fish. Yeah, fuck that fish in particular.
I cannot pick
Okay.
cattails. We cannot eat cattails.
Or the sandbar willow.
So now the question becomes, are we going to do Emerson's bidding? We're just going to ignore Emerson's bidding still?
I mean, is it wise?
To do it or to ignore it?
Either.
I mean, you know what? Let's go into Concord and get arrested.
We could go play our sister's game that she left for us.
Yeah, it'll be nice. How do we get to Concord? We go that way, and I don't know how we get to
follow
Concord.
the little footsteps to Concord. We go the way that is not to the Emerson's house.
Okay.
Because
So
we're avoiding
it's-
the Emersons.
It's
I can show you a fish, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, Boro, now, when did you last let your heart decide?
I mean, all of the time. He has no need to be practical
True.
at all. He's always
True.
let
We
his heart
can't
decide.
call lightning down, Noble Hunter. We are Dave Thoreau and not Thor.
But what?
Dave
Okay.
actually, he could kill the fish through stultifying boredom, is what he could do. He could make pompous speeches to the fish and murder them that way.
This is going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time to walk to Concord.
It
So
is.
what we've
It
learned,
is.
what we've learned is that we are definitely addicted to some sort of acid-fueled inspiration that derives from Ralph
Emerson.
Waldo Emerson, who teleports and is trapped in this realm by the strategic positioning of books that he is attempting to influence us to bring to him, thereby releasing him from this
Hannah,
prison.
please do not explain to people in chat. Just, we have to draw some lines. Oh, you can stare at the pile of rocks and be inspired.
Oh, good.
Yes, be inspired by the pile of rocks. I'm feeling more oh, look at that. There's not the
Just
arrow.
waiting
Here
for
we
the-
go.
you're waiting for the
Solitude
color.
Cairn.
Waiting for the
Yes.
color to leach back into my world.
Take your time at this special site. Lounging in the solitude.
Oh dear.
Oh god, MM Sword found the Grant app and design docs.
What?
Yeah, dropped a link in chat, so if we want to be depressed later, we can read those.
Oh dear. Oh, there it came. Color's back. Color's back into my world.
Excellent, and now we can go trudging on. You need to turn right.
Do I?
Yeah, Concord's off to the
Oh,
right.
yep, you're right, I do. I
I'm
just got
always
so
right
excited
about
about
these
that
things.
solitary cairn.
I'm always right about these things. Unerring sense of direction in the woods.
In the fake digitally created woods.
Yes,
Fair enough.
that's right. We can't even be alone without going to our special solitude shrine. And there's not just one, Fade. There's not just one. Oh no. There's several stacks of rocks throughout the woods at which we can be special and alone.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
The game has provided a wall over which I cannot go. How may I get?
Wait, do you have to like go to? Because if you went to the you may have to go all the way to like the Emerson's house to the road, or go down to the railroad and follow the railroad.
I guess I'll go down to the road and follow the road. Look, my color's even better. I think that being alone and away from the influence of Ralph Waldo Emerson is doing me good.
It is. Or you had stashed a tab of acid in that pile of rocks.
I mean, sure, maybe.
Well, we can't get to the little trail of footsteps is the thing, Arcraft, because there's a wall.
There's this wall.
Well, now there's a string.
Oh, the string. The string is for when there's no rock wall. You see? Okay.
Right.
Just run along this
So
wall.
we just follow along it, and then we can get to like the one end of the. Just keep following along it. Stare at some flowers or some shit. I don't know.
They're all the same flowers.
We'll stare at them.
Oh, here's the railroad. Right there, in my.
Did you just call that the railroad?
What? The railroad. We're at the railroad.
Oh, I thought you called it a rail. Oh god.
I
thought you were making a horrible pun.
Oh no, no, I was not making the Thoreau Railroad.
Anyway, you're gonna pass out from lack of food again, and Mom's gonna come get you and take you home.
No, because we're gonna be in. Uh-oh.
Maybe you can get hit.
Oh, I just teleport to Concord.
My goodness. Your family's home, the yellow building just ahead.
One
there's a
afternoon,
horse. Can we
near the
steal
end of the first summer, when I
Also,
went
you
to the
might get
village
arrested.
to get a shoe from the cobblers, I was seized and put into jail because, as I have elsewhere related, I did not pay a tax to or
See, now you've been
recognize the
thrown in
authority
jail.
of the state which buys and sells men, women, and
Blah,
children
blah,
like
blah, blah,
cattle
civil
at the door of its
disobedience,
senate
blah, blah,
house.
auntie comes
I had
along
gone
and
down
pays
to the
his
woods for
fines,
other
blah, blah,
purposes,
blah.
but wherever a man goes, men will pursue and paw him with their dirty
So I guess they're not going
institutions
to feed
and,
you in jail.
if
maybe,
they can, constrain him
we
to
can die
belong
of
to their
starvation in
desperate
jail.
oddfellow
Can you like
society.
do jumping jacks or something to speed that along?
Oh, good.
Can
Now
you
we can.
run-
We have a draft of civil disobedience here.
Right, Fade, if he had done absolutely anything, other than just like refuse to pay taxes while like camping out in the woods and sponging off the Emersons. So like this is entertaining. They lock you in a jail cell as part of the game. Can you just walk out? Apparently not.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Usually try and mute for sneezes. Remember, the air quality is still terrible. California's on fire. No, I can't. I can't leave.
This is great, and you're running low on fuel. Maybe we'll finally find out if you can freeze. Ooh, there's an arrowhead.
Oh, I bet that's how I get out. I bet it'll... No, I can't pick it up. Nope, there it goes.
Under a government which imprisons any unjustly, the true place for a just man is also a prison.
The true place for... Yes. Okay.
Oh, they're going to make me go through... They're going to make me go from arrowhead to arrowhead here.
I have paid no poll tax for 6 years.
6 years? Damn, son.
I was put into a jail once on this account for one night.
My poll tax and
as
my
I stood
fine.
considering the walls of solid stone, 2 or 3 feet thick, the door of wood and iron, a foot thick,
Oh my God,
and
he
the
was
iron
so
grating which strained the
insufferable.
light, I could not help being struck with the foolishness of that institution which treated me as if I were mere flesh and blood and bones to be locked up.
Dave.
I did not for a moment feel confined, and the
Yeah,
walls
they are
seemed a
some
great
good, and
waste of
not only
stone
wood
and mortar.
textures, but we have some stone textures.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so they let him out of jail.
All right.
And so now we can try and find his family's home again to play the little game that his sister left.
Oh, I think this is my house.
And MM Sword has found no, Maeve, his aunt actually paid the fine. Like in the real.
Wait, everyone! It just said it's possible.
Laundry. Yes, it acknowledged Mom Thoreau. Oh my God, I'm so pleased. Oh my God. No, in real life, his aunt paid his fines. and got him out of jail. So while he was all like
She's-
high-minded and everything, what happened is that
She has done
and
my
now you
laundry.
clean laundry. Oh my god, so the game actually did acknowledge that Mom does his laundry. That is excellent.
Ooh, can I steal
And
this
there's
pie?
a pie, which
Oh.
you can steal.
I've
Yeah.
definitely stolen the pie.
And there's a basket of food for you. Look at that. Oh, no, that may be
Dear
the game
Henry,
from Sophia.
I have set a little game for you based on our own favorite board, the woods.
Oh god.
Here is the first piece of the puzzle. I rise above the forest floor, where once I lay in days of yore. A gentle hand has made formation in
I think
places
she's
hidden,
talking about
though
the
not
fucking
forbidden.
rock
Come
stacks
find me
that you
if you
made.
seek inspiration.
Yeah, I think she's
Bon
just.
chance,
I think.
Sophia.
Did my weird sister just go around the woods setting up rock towers for me to find? Whoa,
I
whoa,
mean, it's the,
whoa. I've passed out in my parents' living room.
I mean, that probably not the first time.
So. Yeah. Yeah, wake up where I am. Wake up at the cabin.
In Mom's
Yeah,
living room.
in Mom's living room. Yeah, I wasn't done.
No, Artcraft, he wasn't stealing the clothes. Those were like, those were his clothes. His mom had done his laundry. When we walked up to the house, it was like, this is your family's home. It's possible your mother has done your laundry.
August 1838.
Which is like the
Dear
one
Sophia,
element of this game that has
it was so
incredibly
kind of your family
pleased
to
me
welcome
so
us,
far.
and I hope we will see you all again soon. Edmund looks forward to starting his studies with your brothers, and I'm sure
But
we
your
will all
family's
see
not
much more of
home.
each other.
Because
The
Sophia's
poems
out
Henry
cleaning your
sent came
cabin,
safely and pleased us much. The sonnet entitled Beauty is
God
my
knows where your
favorite.
mom is.
Best regards,
Probably off doing your
Ellen
laundry.
Sewell.
Can we steal
Yeah.
the horse? Go find out if we can steal the horse.
Okay, hang on. I was hoping that was someone else's writing for once.
No.
Oh, age 12. Charming.
Well, Mom has saved all of our fucking writing from when we were a child.
July 1838.
Oh no.
Dear Messieurs Thoreau, my sister, whom you know, has sent me a copy of the Yeoman's Gazette with your advertisement for a new Concord Academy, and suggested I come.
So
Dear
we're
Ellen,
reading the family's
Sophia
mail.
tells me you
Yeah.
enjoyed the poems I sent, so here are some more brief lines for you with my best wishes. Nature never makes haste.
Hi,
Her
Beamer.
systems revolve at an even
Apparently I'm
pace.
writing love letters to
The
Ellen.
bud swells imperceptibly, without hurry or confusion, as though the short spring days were an eternity.
All right, Dave.
Why then should man hasten, as if anything less than an eternity were allotted for the last deed?
I'd like to
As
point
the
out
wise man is not anxious that time wait for
that
him,
I can't get into the dining
neither
room.
does he wait for it.
No,
Henry
they're smarter
Thoreau.
than to let you into any of like the dining room. the
Family won't
kitchen,
let me into
anywhere
the
they
actual
actually-
house.
Well, no, why would they? You'll just like steal the food and the silverware.
Yeah, I'm reading my
I mean,
sister's mail, and then, oh, that's to Walden. Okay. No, it won't let me go to the horse.
What?
Apparently I've... Oh, it's like a shortcut thing. Hang on. We can solve this.
Oh, you're at the Emersons.
Yeah, it's like if I walk past there, I end up...
I think like the only place in town, the only place in Concord is like your parents' house and then somewhere to buy like food and fuel and shit.
By God, I'm gonna find a horse that I can pet.
I mean, will you though? This town seems populated by ghosts and things.
I cannot be stopped.
Can we steal a horse? That's the important question here.
I can be stopped. I can fully be stopped.
Yeah, you've just been stopped before you could get to a horse again. This game will not let you be great. Like you can't steal a horse.
I'm it's oh God, it's the effect of Emerson. I'm blocked from all humanity. Look at all those people
Yeah,
who I
you
can never
can't-
approach or interact with.
You've got this like narrow little area that you can visit, and you can't even go like walk amongst the other areas.
There's
That's... And you're extremely low on fuel, which leads me to ask, there's a horse. Look.
I cannot pet the horse. It too is forbidden me.
No, but you can pontificate at it, so you know that's almost as good.
And look for job offers.
Yes, try desperately to communicate with the people about your cursed existence as a thrall of Emerson.
No, it's empty. There is no mail.
There was an arrowhead. There's
Hello
arrowhead.
then, Henry.
There's that one there.
Here
There
for
was
your
one on the
mail
floor.
or just snooping for news? I hear there will be a rally soon about these slavery questions. That abolitionist from Boston, Mr. Garrison,
There was one on the
will
floor
be
as you
speaking,
came in.
but I don't know much about such things.
Apparently I gossip at the post office.
For my part, I could easily do without the post
Really?
office. I think that there are very
Could
few
you?
And
important
another one on the floor
communications
in
made
front of
through
your
it.
mailboxes. No, he
Well-
really could not.
I have to disagree with you, Dave.
For a long time, I was
Like
a
the people
reporter
who
to
are
a journal
this bad
of no
about
very wide
oh, I hate
circulation,
gossip.
whose
Like,
editor has
they're-
never
oh,
yet
and now
seen fit
there's
to
mail.
print the bulk of my contributions, and, as is
Even
too
his-
common for writers, I got only my labor for my pains.
Even his
Was that mail in your box?
Wait, is there mail in my...
Like suddenly
there's mail.
My dear Thoreau, believe me when I say that I
Oh,
have tried
Horace
to do you
Greeley.
the favor of getting your article into the hands of publishers.
Remember me to
But I
Ralph
have
Waldo
not had
Emerson?
success
No,
in this
no, we're
area.
staying
I have
away.
hardly a
Oh God,
hope
another
that it will
slave
be
to
immediate,
another
if
slave to
ever.
Emerson.
I know you have written a good thing, too good, I fear, to be profitable to yourself.
Plot
and
twist, you
attractive
are the
to
ghost.
publishers. I will remain your champion in these
The only
matters,
living person who could
however,
see you is
and
Emerson.
entreat you to send me that one piece you were working on when we met at your family home. Remember me to Ralph Waldo Emerson. Yours heartily, Horace Greeley.
So we can't pet the horse.
All human interaction is forbidden us, as well as all
Dear
interaction with
Mr.
animals.
Thoreau, Dr. Agassiz was quite satisfied with the
Oh,
specimens
did you
you sent
send
last
him
month.
specimens?
Apparently.
He says to tell you that the small
Apparently
mud
you
turtle was
sent him
actually a very rare species, quite distinct from the snapping turtle as
a
you
turtle.
labeled it. We would be very much obliged if you could supply us with samples of the
Oh,
following fishes
oh, that's what's happening
from
to
your
the
small
fish.
pond and
Aha.
can pay 75 cents apiece. 5 common
Oh good, they'll
shiners,
pay us
Except
75
three
cents
yellow
apiece.
perch, 1 walleye.
Except where did you
Sincerely,
get
James Elliott
where did
Cabot,
you get a goddamn
Assistant
turtle?
to Dr. Agassiz.
I don't
You
know.
caught a
Harvard
turtle and
University.
didn't tell us.
I haven't seen a turtle. Well,
When
they're
did
trying
we
very
stick a
hard at this
turtle in
point
the
to make
mail?
it a game. Like, they're giving us things to do. They're giving us tasks. They're like, it's sort of a game. Hey,
Good to see you, Henry.
is it?
Hello. The cost of a
The
thing
local store.
is the amount of what I will call life, which is required to be exchanged for it, immediately or
Ah.
in the long run.
Shopkeeper. Is
Dave, you bastard. No, the cost of a thing is money, Dave. It's called capitalism. Fucking deal.
oh, I
What
can
can I do
actually.
for you?
I have $1.89.
Right.
Get some salt, penny candies, pumpkin, apples, sugar, flour, Indian meal, coffee, molasses, and rice. Can also now we can fully go shopping. I can get firewood, coal. Let's get some coal. Oh, that's very expensive. Never
Oil.
mind. I can get.
Wait, there was oil.
I can get. Oh, I can't afford oil.
Oh, can't afford oil.
Utensils, a pencil. These
Yeah,
actually.
Did you see who made the pencils? They were from your family pencil company.
Oh wow! And I still have to pay for them.
Gives a
Well,
small increase to pay back taxes. Sorry.
oh dear. I'm gonna get a food jar. I want a china teapot, but I can't afford any of those things. Tools.
You only want a china teapot because of you, not
Well,
because
yeah,
of the
of
thing
course.
Thoreau would have.
Of course, this is Sarah with tea.
No, you can't. Right, you can't have one. You're supposed to be role playing Dave here.
Ugh. I'm role playing Dave in the thrall of the ghost of Ralph Waldo Emerson. Let's get some pumpkin for pumpkin spice season. And some
What?
salt.
What?
I know, okay. Would you like me to go on a pumpkin spice rant?
No, go buy some rice, Dave. Dave, why
Dave-
did you buy sugar?
Dave can't afford rice.
Oh
Because
my
Dave isn't
God.
practical. I mean, come on, you
Okay,
told
wait,
me to...
wait. Look at what he says, though. This is an actual line from Walden. Go back to rice. Go back to rice. Okay, right up here in the description spot, right up top there. None of you can see me. I'm pointing at my screen. It was fit that I should live on rice mainly, who loves so well the philosophy of India. That's an actual line from Walden, right? You know this dude would be like hitting on women in yoga classes if he were around today. I hate him so much. Why does rice give you fuel, Arcraft? That's a great question.
I don't know, but we've spent all our money.
Did you save the turtle skeleton, Octopus Gallery?
What has... Oh, chat.
Please tell me you saved Meatball's turtle skeleton. And you can't get to that horse because you'll walk out of...
Yeah, I think I want to go... I think against all odds we need to get closer to Emerson's house because that's the fastest way home. You know, after we teleport out of
Emerson's house and
Should
go
we, though?
to his library and get the bean books.
Okay, but I'm scared. I'm scared to go into the house. Anyway, my rant about pumpkin spice is that it's fucking not pumpkin spice. There's no fucking pumpkin in it. It's just spice. Why are you lying to me? Every drink in the fall? It may as well just be like chai.
Spice.
Oh, he's here too. He's here too.
What? Oh no, we already looked at that one.
And that person is still running away.
He's in his own home, as well as by fires in the woods, and well, we're never going to be able to.
There you are, Henry. This new poem of yours is exceptional.
His voice is echoing in our head.
It may be the purest strain and the loftiest that has yet peeled from this unpoetic American forest. Tell me, what are you working on next? And have you thought much of publishing your work so that it might reach beyond our small hamlet?
Peeled from this unpoetic American forest.
Shy Magpie defends pumpkin spice, saying isn't it spices?
Insufferable fucks. Oh my god.
It is the spices used in pumpkin pie, but those are the same spices used in basically anything. They're a very basic set of spices.
I don't use them in, for example, green bean casserole. I don't know
what
kind
don't,
of
but you know.
You're making.
Uh-oh. Should we spy on him? Emerson has children. Should we spy on Emerson?
Yes.
Oh, I wrote a poem about friendship. Cool. Nope, that's all I get. Okay. Can I read his mail? I can read his mail.
You could read the mail.
Dear Miss Fuller, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for the introduction.
Wait, why does he have mail from him?
Company. I am sure that writers such as these
will
fill our new journal with rays of golden talent. I have another name to add to the roster of our dial. Mr. Henry David Thoreau, a fine, brave youth of this town from whom I expect great things. I will send you some of his work soon. My son, young Waldo, is very well, and wife Lydia sends her love. R.W. Emerson.
Dave, I need you to fetch my books.
He's right there.
There he is, and he's still doing the same motion.
He's right there, and he's by the books we need. We have to approach him. Now I'm just stealing his mail.
My dear Miss Fuller, it is good to hear from you that work on the next issue of the
Wait,
Dial
I did already read that one.
I'm sending a new piece that my young friend Thoreau.
No, you didn't read
Recommendation for Henry David Thoreau. I cordially recommend Mr. Henry D. Thoreau, a graduate of Harvard University in August 1837.
I'm scared.
To the confidence of such parents
or guardians
as may
Is
propose
that a knife?
to
Oh
employ
no, it's a
him as
candle.
an
I
instructor.
thought there was like a knife
I have the
standing
highest
upright on the
confidence
table.
in Mr. Thoreau's moral character and in his intellectual ability. He is an excellent scholar, a man of energy and kindness, and I shall esteem the town fortunate that secures his services.
Fish.
R. Waldo Emerson.
No, that's the...
I think it's this green one. Yeah, there we go. Growing. Beans take 6 day cycles from planting to harvest. That does not seem correct.
That is not correct at all.
Well...
Weeds may sprout the 2nd and 3rd days. Yeah, see, our craft, that's the same thing I thought. That there was a goddamn dagger, like, upright on its hilt in the middle of the fucking table, and I was like, the
Good
fuck?
evening.
Hello.
Ah.
What kind of weird eldritch magic is fucking Ralph doing here? But
Just gonna
okay, we are coming to the midstream. Well, I mean, it's not the midstream. We're coming to 2 hours, and Shep's great need for a cigarette break is what we're coming to.
we only do 2 hours on Mondays because I have work to do.
We only do 2 hours on Mondays?
Yep, Mondays is only the 2 hours. We're coming to the end of this adventure.
Also, I should eat dinner.
We're coming.
But I had an enormous amount of tuna sandwiches earlier after doing a huge amount of push-ups, so you know.
We're coming to the end of this dark day. And so
right,
also
exactly, Arcraft. Like, maybe it's the dagger you fought. I will eat a food, goddammit, Sario, but I just like it, like 2 or 3 p.m., ate like 3 tuna sandwiches, and they were not, like, they were not moderate tuna sandwiches. They were very thick tuna sandwiches.
Am I even going the right way to get home? Kind of.
I don't know, just like pass out and Mom will drag you home. It's fine.
Ooh, what's that?
The ghost of
I
Ralph
found a
Waldo
screech owl.
Emerson?
God, maybe.
My goodness. A damned soul that displeased Ralph by not bringing him his Confucius and now is trapped forever in the woods.
It's very possible. So yeah, in about 7 minutes we're gonna wrap ourselves up and.
I did share with Shaw Otenchi 3. I had to. He hung out with me while I did my workout, and then he came and sat and was polite, and I was like, oh God, you're the most adorable little booger. I will, in fact, share my tuna with you.
The good
just
kitten.
Kind of serene. Yeah, he is. He's the good kitten. Hi, Jabberwocky Pie. So, I mean, we're just kind of serene in the knowledge here that no matter how badly we fuck up, the game will save us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't really need to chop wood. We don't really need to gather food. We don't...
Just a little concerned that if I get here and... No, we're still safe from Emerson here.
This is the one fire at which we are safe from Emerson. Can we be inspired by the stars?
I don't know.
I don't think we're being inspired. I don't see the little thing that comes up when we're getting inspired.
Doesn't appear to be. Let's go back to our sad little house.
Yep. Well, you know, while we were out today, our sister probably cleaned it. Ooh, is that a new memory there on the ground, glimmering at us?
Oh, yep.
The necessaries of life for man in this climate may, accurately enough, be distributed under the several heads of food, shelter, clothing, and fuel. For not till we have secured these are we prepared to entertain the true problems of life with freedom and a prospect of success.
My dog's trying to kill me. Lie down, bud. Down. Hey, what did you do? Oh, you ejected a fucking SD card. Well done.
Here's all the here's the clean clothes.
My dear Henry, we are to have stay with us this week a special traveler named only
No,
John.
don't bark at me.
His sufferings have been great, and he has need of safe passage and supplies. I entreat you to take these items for him to the old cellar hole along the Concord
those
Road,
are for
and hide them in the place I've marked on your map.
Oh goodness!
These must be placed before
the end of the night tonight.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, remember you were supposed to be back here at your cabin this morning to find these instructions?
Oh no.
And we just kind of totally forgot about Bronson Elcott having a job for us.
Where in the world am I supposed to put that?
I think that red X up by the Emerson's house. Because the one over by the small pond, I think...
Uh-oh. I've let him down.
You've let him down.
I could wake in Concord.
Now that guy is he's gonna go back into slavery because you were selfish.
Because I did not follow the instructions. Do I want to wake up in Concord or where I am?
It doesn't matter. You've already failed, Dave.
Well, then, you know, That seems
You already
fine.
failed. Do you have an actual wind-up spiel?
Summer is gone now,
Now
with
it's
all
early
its
fall.
infinite wealth, and still nature is genial to me. Though I no longer pluck so many berries
Exactly,
on the hill,
where you
still I
deserve
behold
to
the
be,
same
Dave,
inaccessible
in
beauty
jail.
Well-
around me.
Or here in the cold rains,
Look,
suffering
I-
like that poor man you left in slavery.
Yeah, I couldn't do both.
Yeah, Dave.
I couldn't both take my laundry to my mom, and help the
And help an escaped slave.
help an
you know,
escaped
they're
slave.
Priorities.
October 1845. Dearest Henry, Mother asks how you
Won't
are doing
you come
with your
home
work out there
sometime,
in the
says the
woods.
letter, as if Dave
Won't you
has
come
not
home
been
sometime? I have been sorting through
going
some
home
old
every couple
letters that you might
days.
like to see.
There's also a
And I've
letter
left
on
them
your
out for you.
doorstep.
It's raining.
Sophia.
Maybe it's telling me how the escaped slave died because of me.
Dear Henry,
Oh nope, it's
I
oh
mean,
god, it's
seems
from
like
Emerson.
Concord is growing so rapidly these days. I see in the post office that there is much surveying work to be had for someone like yourself, who knows the land and loves to
Oh,
walk
dear.
its every vista. Of course, surveying does aid in the parceling up of your beloved woods, and yet it is
Yeah,
a living
right.
that could keep you
Quote
while you
unquote
write and live
work.
close to nature.
Your so-called
difficult
work
choice,
out there in the
certainly.
woods.
Yours
Dave.
sincerely,
Yeah.
R.W.E.
Yeah.
Stand there in the rain, Dave, and be sad.
Okay.
Stand there in the cold autumn rain and just be sad.
That Confucius is still out there in the rain.
It is. It's getting awfully soggy, but you know, I don't think we have time. It's getting close to the end of the stream. This is where you tell people that that you have a Patreon
It's true.
at patreon.com.
Just
Sarah
gaze up
with
into
T.
the fall thunderstorm.
I'm trying to promote your Patreon, Sarah.
I know. I'm
Hannah,
giving us
Hannah,
this-
can you throw up the link?
See.
Can you throw up the
Oh.
link, because Sarah's sabotaging my attempts to promote her Patreon.
sabotaging.
And if you sign up at the
The link is
$5
below in the scroll down bit of
right.
Twitch.
And if you sign up at the $5 a month level or more, you can make Sarah draw you things on a monthly basis, which is some of the most hilarious fun I have in my life. Highly
true.
recommend.
As weird
Yeah.
as you can think of, we've done a Cthulhu quail and the lady with the fawn boobs.
Oh, thank you for the
And,
subscription, Fade. We appreciate Prime subscriptions. I say
Yes.
we like I'm a regular.
It's-
like,
technically,
I'm a
you
regular
basically
on
are.
this stream.
Shep would be a moderator,
here
except I
twice
can't figure
now.
out how to make Shep a moderator because I don't actually understand Twitch. You can subscribe on Twitch. You can also, if you just particularly enjoyed us dragging Thoreau and don't feel the need to come back for art, you can always pop by the Ko-fi link, which is like a one-time donation. So if you were like, hey, you deserve $2 for
Right.
putting up with this bullshit, I do. and you can just pop by there.
Sarah does. Sarah
Um,
does, and I will
yes.
extract my portion of that profit by getting her to draw me something. By
the-
harassing her until she draws me yet another unicorn, probably.
The link
Sarah.
is the link to Ko-fi. Sario has kindly put into chat.
Thank you. You guys are so helpful, because Sarah is very bad at self-promotion. Sarah normally streams art. It's very soothing. She does sketches, and she does pottery, and she's like the Bob Ross of weird clay animals. It's great. She's soothing. She talks soothingly to you, and she makes the little clay thing, and you fall asleep there while you're watching. Fantastic. Highly recommend tuning in for other streams.
And sometimes on Saturdays I play Bloodborne and say fuck a lot.
Yes. Well, I mean, Bloodborne does that to everyone.
Yeah, I feel like if you're tuning into Bloodborne, you're beyond you're not expecting the polite non-cursing happy animal drawings.
Yep.
Probably
Patrons
prepared.
on the Patreon also get coloring pages of the sketches on the art stream. So if you're into coloring, that is a thing. I highly encourage you to find one of the nifty sites. Lunapic, that's the one I use, that will let you put glitter and other animated
Don't
overlays
encourage
on
them.
and show them to
Why?
Sarah.
Why do you
She
do
loves
this to
that.
me? Why do you do this to
She
me?
loves that. She absolutely loves bad typography with
Next,
glitter.
next you're gonna tell them to put 6 different fonts in one image.
If you can do 8 different fonts, that's even better.
Don't do it. Don't be like the beginning screen of Walden. Don't be like that. Be classy.
Yeah, I mean, Fade, the question of other games will. I'm about to retire to the yurt. My refrigerator has come in. The toilet is scheduled for install this weekend. Temperatures are very mild, so the wood stove is not that particularly urgent. So that means probably by this weekend I will have decamped to the yurt where my internet is very iffy, so we would have to schedule future streams in advance to get me on there.
We already do schedule them in advance, though.
Well, yeah, I know, but even more in advance.
Ah, okay. It's like because I have to have plans. I have to know what's going to happen.
You have to be like, Sept, the people miss you, and also we feel like swearing at Thoreau some more.
I mean, Thoreau is a special
standing here running out of fuel and food as befits a man who got his own laundry done instead of helping an escaped slave.
Staring up at the sky in the rain. But the thunder is actually kind of soothing.
I can't hear the thunder and be soothed by it. So anyway, thank you all for joining us. I am going to go eat dinner. Sarah is going to do whatever mysterious thing Sarah does after these streams.
I cease to exist. It's amazing. I'm like the ghost of Ralph Waldo Emerson. I just disappear.
No, you're not, because I talk to you on Twitter DMs.
That's true, all the time. It's I don't actually disappear.
And then you complain because I'm like, you have to sketch me a unicorn, and you sketch a unicorn, and I'm like, no, wait, revise. You have to sketch a unicorn better than I can. Anyway.
Sometimes it's fun to troll you by drawing things left-handed.
Oh, was that what happened with that unicorn?
I mean, I just wanted to make a point. It was still clearly a unicorn. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us.
I hope you've
enjoyed having you.
If you've enjoyed Walden, a walk through the eldritch horror that is Ralph Waldo Emerson's Trapped Ghost. A world in which we cannot either freeze or starve. Nothing will free us from it, not even our death.
Maybe Ralph's not the ghost. Maybe we are. Maybe Ralph has trapped us to do his bidding.
Oh no, our craft, we thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh no.
Yeah, okay, on that note, I'm gonna hang up and flee. The bad puns have come out, and I'm hungry and need a cigarette. So
need a cigarette after thoroughly.
Yeah. Y'all take care, and I will see you on Twitter. Have a good night.
All right.
The leave button disappeared.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait, and then I have to confirm it. Jesus.
It's hard to leave, isn't it? Anyway, I have to try and exit Walden, which is harder than it appears. Okay. See if I can get to the other screen. No. I'm trapped. I actually don't know how to. How did I get? Anyone know how you quit? You know what? I don't know. I don't know how to quit the game. How did I get to the How did I get to the options before? That's the lantern. That's the mail. Ah, it was escape. That was how I got to the options before. Great. Now. Now I just need to get the mouse to believe that I'm not on the screen anymore. But exit to the title screen. We'll end this stream eventually. I'm trapped in Walden. There we go. Free. Freedom at last. All right. Good. Everything is fine. Yeah, you could hear the music. Everything is fine. Escaped from Walden. Q was a good thought Figment's made. It turned out to be escape. We're at the title screen. I've got my mouse. I can finally click on OBS and have some control. Thanks for joining me. I'm bad at ending these things. But have a good week. I will see you not this Friday because Friday is canceled. I will see you on Saturday. Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time for your usual art stream. Instead of Friday tea time, it will be Saturday tea time. Maybe Saturday brunch, we'll call it. I don't know. But until then, have a good week. Be safe. And I will see you later. Bye.